Have you ever played a Zelda game and just felt stuck? Like you've explored every room, like you've opened every chest and still can't do anything? Then you spend hours and hours in a dungeon you'd build a grudge against before finally realizing, oh, I missed this one. But what if you could get stuck for real? Welcome to the world of softlocks. A softlock is a precarious term coined by speedrunners and glitch hunters who found ways to put their game in a state where you can no longer progress your game any further. Some would say that this just means glitching yourself in a room that forces you to save and quit, lest you be trapped there forever. And others are more strict and say softlocking prevents saving and quitting entirely. Essentially, you have to unplug or close your game in order to fix it. This is the definition of softlock I shall abide by today. I want to see how fast you can softlock every 3D Zelda game. Let's kick things off where it all started, Ocarina of Time. Alright, first we must name ourselves Softlock. And with that, let us begin. So my goal here is to get softlock by a guard by pulling out my ocarina on the same frame I get caught by a guard. So I'll first escape Kokiri Forest and make my way towards Hyrule Castle. This brings back the speedrun memories. Oh, it's been so long. I'm no Ocarina of Time professional, so my commentary during this run was very bland. So essentially what I need to do first is grab the sword, I need to get 40 rupees to get the Deku Shield, and then I need to do Kokiri Forest Escape. Now this can be done a few different ways, including a triple slash clip that I was not able to get, crouch stabbing, which gives you immense speed to clip past this know-it-all brother. At least we got it. Oh boy, here we go. Then I need to make my way towards Hyrule Castle to initiate the softlock. Alright, we're in Castletown. We successfully made it before night. Oh no, he's back already. Alright, now we're gonna try and pull out the ocarina and get caught by the soldiers on the same frame and softlock. Moment of truth. So I should be able to walk about here, and then side hop, and buffer to the right frame to play the ocarina and get caught. I think that worked. Yep. I'm soft locked. Cannot move around, cannot press any buttons. Alright, let's go. Half of that was just me trying to escape. On to the next one. Ocarina of Time softlock down in about 23 minutes, which could have been like 7 minutes or something like that if I would have escaped faster, but that's besides the point. Next on the list, Majora's Mask. Alright, let's see how fast we can softlock Majora's Mask. Hey, it just fits. And start. Now this might actually be the longest softlock speedrun of all the games, because Clock Town Day 1, or technically first 3 days, are so long, auto-scroller. And the intro is 3 minutes long, just like its brother Ocarina of Time. Oh, wait, did it work or did it not work? Oh, it did work! Okay, so if you pause frame perfectly, you can skip the cutscene, because that cutscene with the Happy Mask Salesman requires 2 frames of gameplay to activate. So if you frame perfectly pause, you can advance 1 frame at a time, and you never give the game enough time to actually play the cutscene. I had to focus there, though, because I'm not very good at frame perfect pausing. Alright, so we get this fairy, then we want to advance the days as fast as we possibly can, so we're gonna go listen to some stories from Granny. Granny Fergus is gonna teach us some nice stories. Which do you want to hear? Story of the 4 Giants. Alright, now we're gonna do a very simple glitch where you just backwalk. Get past this guard. Nice. Now I'm gonna get some rupees. So I do need to pay for the swordsman lessons, which is how we're gonna softlock. Majora's Mask is also not very interesting for most of its time. The 3-day cycle alone takes about 20 minutes, and that's with listening to Grandma's stories to speed up time, and dancing with scarecrows as well. The actual softlock section of the run is like 20 seconds long. My Hero Academia with this much talking. So first I need to get my money back. So I need to get ISG, or Infinite Sword Glitch, by stabbing and speaking to him at the same time. There we go, I got Infinite Sword Glitch. Let's do Novice Course. Alright. So I'm supposed to do specific attacks, but I'm attacking every single frame. So I'm just stuck here. And that's soft-locked. And that's Majora's Mask soft-locked in a half an hour. Dang, that was long. Oh, but now, let's move on to one that's, well, less long to say the least. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Alright, Wind Waker HD Softlock speedrun. Name ourselves Softlock and go. Thankfully, we get to skip the lore, and now we just need to make it past Errol's talking. This speedrun is going to be a nice change of pace from the other two. Although, like every Zelda game, it starts with mashing. So first we jump straight in the water, and then we head to shore. Now we're going to roll over to a rock on the ground, and similar to the Twilight Princess softlock speedrun, we are going to use this to clip out of bounds. Set it in front of this door. Should be able to place it here, like so. And if we climb up and tap right, we'll clip out of bounds. Now if we go into first person, oops. Dang, that is a narrow pathway. Oh no, the rock broke. Pot will save the day. Wait, take two. Softlock. Man, I'm tired. Start. We'll go to here, we'll look at this little loading zone area. We'll jump in the loading zone. You just simply jump in the loading zone, hold target and back, and you are soft-locked. Huh, I can't even die. Wind Waker HD softlock speedrun down in 5 minutes, though the world record is 2. Okay, that was too fast. Now let's move on to Twilight Princess. So first things first, we're going to take this rock, and we're going to put it in front of this gate between these two petals. And if we glance to the side and side hop, we can clip inside of the gate, and if we bonk just right, we can clip outside. Then using a safe method of back in time, a glitch we're about to perform, by resetting the console on the same frame we respawn, we can respawn on the title screen. Then we're going to die in this state. And continuing in this back-in-time file state will put us in the King Boblin 1 fight. So now we're going to fight King Boblin. And apparently you can get your horse trapped in front of the boar so that you can hit him non-stop, so that was a pleasant surprise. Then we need to fight him on the bridge phase and then Twilight over. Skip some cutscenes. And now we're on a weird state where it's Twilight, but not really Twilight, so we go in this building to reload the area, and we kill the Shadow Beasts. Not to save this Light Spirit, we're not gonna need him this time. But we want to get to Barnes' Bomb Shed. So first we go up the stairs, up the ladder, and now we are on the roof. Now normally you're supposed to be Wolf Link here, and travel inside this building with this bug, which will explode. So you're never actually able to access its interior as human, which means that if you are able to access the interior as human and go through this door, you will get something very unintended. That is Twilight Princess softlocked in about 5 minutes. Let's move on to Skyward Sword. Name ourselves Softlock and let's go. So first we just want to get to a bird statue so we can save and die as fast as possible because we're gonna need to perform back in time. First we must speak to this guy. Alright, now we're finally out of the tutorial of this speedrun. I'm gonna save at this bird statue, and we're gonna use a friend of ours we call Killing Post, which is the fastest way to die in this game. Or at the start of the game. Now we're dead. And if we press continue to respawn and reset to reset the console, if we did it within like a full second leniency, we will respawn on the title screen. Now we're going to make our way over to the Knight Academy by running up these stairs and voiding out. We're going to select file 2 and perform a bit save, which stands for back in time save, where you basically save your file while in back in time. Then select file 2, open the door to the Knight Academy, start our file shortly afterwards, which should take the coordinates from the bird statue we just saved at and apply them to the map we just loaded into, which in this case is the Night Academy and time. And the only way to save and quit is through a bird statue, so even though I can open the map, I'm calling it good. Well, that's 3 Zelda games in a row with absurdly fast soft locks. Let's see if Breath of the Wild will keep this trend. Alright. The Breath of the Wild softlock itself is not going to be that difficult. There are some glitches I struggle with that I need to perform in order to get there. And start. So first, you have to jump up here. Open that. There we go. We run over to the side and climb out of bounds. Now we crouch up here. And if we uncrouch at just the right spot, just like that. We're gonna need this pot lid up here. There we go. So our objective right now is to activate the tower after we activate a shrine. So you may recall normally you're supposed to grab the Sheikah Slate, go through that cutscene at the beginning, and then Zelda takes you over to the tower. After that, the old man tells you about the shrines and you're able to activate them. We're not going to go to the tower yet. We're going to be going to the shrines first. Now, normally, you've explored the shrines before going to the tower before, you will know that they are deactivated. The Sheikah Slate just does nothing to them. You have to activate the tower, which allows you to do that. But we're going to use a glitch called Skew. If you shield surf on an upward slant, and it gets cancelled instantly, like that, you shield surf and unequip the shield, you'll see Link totally twist in mid. And that allows us to clip through walls. Now this part I'm really bad at. There we go. Alright, that was pretty fast as far as my technique is concerned. Now we're gonna speed through this shrine. If we run over to the side, throw our bomb and blow it up, we can get rid of those rocks. That's nice speed tech. And that's bombs done. And now this is where the magic happens. Oops. I should have skipped it. I was trying to, but well, I guess we'll just make our way over to the tower. Because we completed the shrine, the old man is supposed to be on the tower right about now, but we never activated the tower. We get something a little humorous. Yeah. The old man is doing glitches himself. And now, we are soft-locked. Time. I cannot move around. I cannot press A or B, use my weapons. I pause the game. Nothing happens. I can screenshot. 10 minutes for Breath of the Wild is not bad, especially considering the structure of the game, which I initially thought would be just about impossible to softlock. But what about Tears of the Kingdom? Alright, it's time for Tears of the Kingdom softlock speedrun. Starting now. Unlike some of the other games, I don't really have much of a route or plan for this. I just know I want to try to pick up a new item at the exact same time I get eaten by a like. Now there are likes on the Great Sky Island, so this could be really short. So I guess the start is just a lot of mashing and a lot of running away from Zelda. Gloom. Such a sick and suspenseful way to start off. And now the unskippable cutscene.
What is that?
Speedrunner's favorite. Bro did the honored one pose. Alright, after Gloom, Master Sword breaking, magic, and plot armor, and 7 minutes, we start the challenge. Thankfully, speedrunners found a way to get past the fact that they patched whistle sprinting by crouching, pressing B, and then immediately R in quick succession. Speedrunners always find a way. What a beautiful game. Time to get the perp pad, talk to this old, crusty, rusty, dusty, musty robot. I remember when people were speculating you would get the broom rune from this boss. I love the way trailers age. Nintendo Switch! Pro. So because I need to pick up a something and get eaten by a like, it'll actually be easier if I just skip everything. I'll make my way to progress through the story in case I need an ability or something, but I really need to gun it for the caves. Now we failed to open this gate because Broken Hand doesn't have the latest update. Our first shrine, but only for the ability. Unlike normal speedruns where you want to race through the shrines, for this one we probably just want to get the abilities and immediately leave the shrine. Thanks for the ability. Bye-bye! Oh, I was so close. I thought I had it. Wait, can you not use the abilities unless you beat the shrine? That sucks. Well, forget what I said about skipping shrines. At least the shrine isn't too long. Alright, now we can finally use Ultra Hand so we can make bridges and stuff. Yeah! No Ultra Hand today. Wait, is that thing faster than me? Uh-oh. Not again. Okay. Alright, we're finally across the river. Wait a minute. If I fuse this and then leave, do I lose the weapon or can I just go? Can we finally skip a shrine? Because now we should be able to run in this cave and break these now. I just said now twice. Oh, I didn't even need that. So far, it seems like we can skip fuse. It's kind of hard to make fuse mandatory. Oh, I can make my way with Ultra Hand. I got this, I got this. Oh, I see light. I can make it out in the dark. So far you can skip fuse and light bloom seeds. This run is actually fun. It feels more like a challenge. It's like Great Sky Island low percent. Okay, get on the ground and save. We may have died, but we conquered my least favorite part of the Great Sky Island. This is the cave. I was not expecting this game to take the longest of all softlocks, but we're here. There are likes in this cave, and there are bombs in this cave, which are question mark to me right now. This is exactly what I need. I have no clue how to do the like softlock, but we're gonna get it anyways. Okay, that was way too early. Oh, he ate my bomb! You idiot! That was too early again. But that is the right attack, I guess. No, this isn't for you. This is not your num-num. That was too early again. Darn it. Too late this time. Okay, this may be harder than I thought. Okay, so I guess I need to look at him once to lure him out. Then I walk over with the bomb. No! He ate the bomb first again. Maybe if I hide the item over at the side, like this? Stop trying to eat the bombs! That was too early. Oh! That would have been the right frame! You can see I picked it up and I died at the same time, so I need to try with the loom seeds. What? Weird. What? So I got hit and collected it at the same time? Without getting the softlock. That was me getting hurt. There again! It just canceled my damage instead of swallowing me. Oh! Did I finally get it? Wait, why didn't that softlock? Yeah, that. I just got it. But then I can advance just fine. Okay, so I had gotten the softlock to work twice, but apparently it only works on a certain patch. And then it turns out you can technically get softlocked the very start of the game. And that's the softlock. Yes, I know I can pause and save and quit, but I guess the true answer is about 8 or 9 minutes.
But that didn't satisfy me. I was going to grind it like a true speedrun. Okay, screw that.
And there you have it. I softlocked all 3D Zelda games as fast as I possibly could.
Except not really. And hey, if you're interested in more 3D Zelda challenges like this, I really enjoyed the making of this video, and I'm thinking of doing more stuff like it. And if you head over to twitch.tv/Cathaldo, you may or may not see me doing runs of this live. Doing this video has made me want to take speedrunning more seriously, so I'm gonna try and refine my times of softlocking every 3D Zelda game.
And if you've made it this far, you are now softlocked until you subscribed. Sorry not sorry, goodbye, enjoy, and I'll see you next time.